Hey guys, what's up? It's Rhett here with my first video of the offseason. It feels weird because I should be doing a Game 7 video tonight, but I'm going to be talking about the offseason. The NBA Summer League is coming back this year, so Hawks fans, we don't have to wait too long. We have to wait a month before we see some of our boys back, and there are actually some big names that are going to play in it. But we might see Gallinari in the Olympics for Italy. So if you want to watch your boys play, you can watch them play. But in Summer League, I think we could have a pretty good lineup. And it's going to be a good group of guys who played last year, who got minutes last year, that you're kind of like, you saw glimpses and then you didn't. The Summer League team could be good. Obviously, big news was yesterday. Cam Reddish is playing in Summer League, which is good. He needs it because he's played like 3 games of ball in the last 5 months. But for him to play, he needs to keep the confidence he had. He needs to go out there, be the number 1 guy, and go score 20-plus points a game. Whew. And he's not going to shoot like he did last game, every game. But it's just something to go out there, work on your craft, build confidence in yourself, and it'll be great to see him out there. If he can carry over his last 2 or 3 playoff games, his last 2 playoff games were really good. If he can carry that over into Summer League, where you're not going up against Drew Holidays and Chris Middletons and stuff, you're going up against the benches of these teams, you can have you'll have opportunities to show out because nobody should be able to stop you. Then, on the other hand, Okongwu's probably about 90% chance plays in Summer League. They haven't announced it yet, but I'd figure because this is his second year. Trey played in his second year for a little bit. Okongwu could be big. Cam and Okongwu could very well win the Summer League championship or whatever. Because he's a young center, but he still has a lot to improve on. And he's not going to get as many minutes in the regular season. He'll get more than he got this year. But for him to go out in Summer League in a month and get 30 minutes a game or whatever it'll be, will be nice to watch him play in bulk and see what he can do in bulk minutes. Because he is undersized, but not going up against the elite guys in the league. Go out there and hoop. Get us 10 and 10 and a couple blocks. Go out there and just show us the skill set, the potential you have. And I think that could be big. And then at point guard, Skylar Mays. Skylar Mays had games this year where he scored 20. He had a couple 10-point games, I think. He scored some in the Eastern Conference Finals. He looked good at times he played. There's some games he played, he didn't, of course, but majority of the time it felt like he was doing the right things. He was trying hard, and that's what you want to see. And I think he could definitely go into Summer League. He won't be one of the better players, but he'll be above average point guard. He'll know all our sets. He'll know everything like that. So when our starting five's in there, they should do good. And it'll be good to see these guys build chemistry with one another. But Skylar Mays can be, you're kind of figuring out, Brandon's a free agent. Skylar might be. I don't know why I'm yawning. But he can earn a spot on this. He can earn a backup point guard job or a bench job with this. That's what Summer League is for some of these guys. Then you have Nathan Knight. Nathan Knight, very athletic. Sometimes he doesn't ball within the system. He kind of does his own thing at times, and that's not very good. He'll try to ISO at the top of the key. But I will say, if John could dribble like Nathan Knight, he'd be in trouble. He tries to shoot too much. But I think Summer League will be nice for him to open up his game, be able to screw up, because it doesn't matter as much in Summer League. Just go out there and play. And we've seen him dunk on people. So I'd be excited to see what he could do against guys who are not starters in the NBA, because, I mean, he was dunking on Jared Allen and some other guys who start in the league. And then, last but not least, our favorite, Bruno Fernando. Bruno will be on the team, probably, because he's Cam's draft class. But I don't know, do you do a starting lineup where it's Sky, Cam, Nathan Knight at the 3, Bruno and Okongwu? Maybe. I think you would. I think you would have to, unless, well, I guess whoever we draft would go in the lineup probably. So you could draft a point guard, and then Sky could play the 2. And then Nathan Knight would come off the bench. Bruno Fernando will probably play. He did not play as much this year. Lloyd Pierce played him so much for some reason. And then Nate McMillan was like, okay, he doesn't need to be playing that much. Bruno has a lot to work on. He showed glimpses of being good. He would do moves that would get him to the goal, and he'd get fouled, but he couldn't finish. He drops the ball a lot, but I think him and Summer League could actually be pretty good. Like, that's why I kind of wish he was playing. I mean, Angolia is probably not in the Olympics or whatever, but if he's playing for his national team, I would love to see him, because I'd want to see him in a setting where he's like one of the main guys and see what he could do and say, hey, is this the guy that we drafted that showed signs last year and played well in college? And you could very well see that. Bruno, he very well is playing for a roster spot, because I don't know if we'd extend him after this year. He's got one more year, but I don't think we'd keep him after the next year. Or he might just be a throw-in in a trade. So he needs to go out there and show something. Try to earn a little bit of minutes next year. I don't see a way he would. But you never know. If you go out there and you ball and you just work hard, maybe he'll get something. But that's a good starting 5. I think I looked at the dates. It's like August 7th through 17th. And they play 5 games. And the 2 teams with the best record out of the first 4 are in the championship. So that could be cool for these guys to make a run, do something like that, carry it over, and have people excited about Atlanta basketball. Have them excited. Have their confidence up that they can do it. Guys like Cam need that. And I think Cam could go out there and be Summer League MVP and drop 25 points a game, because he'll play. I guess the question would be, how much would he play? Because there are guys who are going to be trying to earn roster spots. But if you're being honest for this team, we don't have any roster spots to give out. Because, I mean, Brandon Goodwin is probably going to be on the team again. He played good off the bench. Sky, Bruno, Nathan Knight. Those are your 4, like, bench guys who don't play. Because Solo and Hill, you would like to bring in veterans who bring you depth off the bench. But we'll definitely see some guys who are going to be trying to earn some of those spots, which will be interesting. Maybe you'll see some promise out of them, undrafted guys, and whoever we draft will be there. Thanks for watching. This is Summer League update. I'll have some more videos. I'll have some John Collins videos coming out in the next day or 2. Thanks for watching. Peace.